This is WMDSF magazine. I'm here with the fabulous Dwight Eubanks. Some of you may know him from the Housewives of Atlanta, but he does it all, honey. So how you doing, Mr.?
I'm great. Thank you so much for asking.
So are you here for Fashion Week?
Of course. What else?
What has been your favorite fashion show this week?
It's not over yet, so I can't judge.
So far, what have you loved the most?
I think David Telly, I think his workmanship has been just amazing. To see where he come from last season to now, the fabrics were amazing. The workmanship was beautiful. The whole collection was amazing.
What colors did he pick out for his collection?
He used a lot of nude, taupe, is what I can remember. But you know, after some point, you have to dissect because there's so much coming to you so quickly, and you just have to regurgitate it to really understand it. So I'm still absorbing, but right now, so far, David is my favorite.
Did he do the traditional runway?
No.
What did he do?
It was fabulous.
It was fabulous.
So, you know, it's very few people are doing traditional runways.
It's true.
You know, so
that's what we know.
It's you know, we're about 8 to 10 years behind the Europeans, and they've been doing this sort of thing, what, 10 years ago? Just taking raw space, creating it, and that's the creativity of the Europeans versus the Americans. We get so accustomed to going to a ballroom and da-da-da-da-da. A ballroom is a ballroom, but it's more than that.
Exactly.
And it's an art. It's an art form, not just for as the fashion is concerned, or the hair, the makeup. It's the whole concept. And until we start making that connection, we're doing ourselves unjust. And that's what I like about the European collections, is that it's a whole package.
Right.
You know, it's just taking raw space, creating it to be what you want it to be. Anybody can go to a ballroom and put in a runway. So what?
That's so
What's
true.
excited about that?
That's so true.
You know, but to create your own floor, create your wall, your lighting, it's a team of art. This is an art.
Right.
You know, and it's not just one part of the art, it's a whole complete package.
So if you could take one thing from the European shows, what would you instill in our shows here?
The creativity, and outside of the box.
Right.
And forget about selling and trying to make a dollar.
Right.
It's about an art. And it doesn't have to make sense. And as a buyer, it's their responsibility to dissect all of this and say, well, none of this shit goes together.
Right.
But I want that jacket.
Exactly.
You know, I want that blouse.
It's
We
about
make
the
it too.
pieces.
We make it
Right.
too simple.
Right.
You know, and make it too. We're too commercialized in America. As far as I'm concerned, my thoughts in comparison to the two, we have become so commercialized, and it's all about dollar, and
true.
branding and pushing it out there. Whereas we're losing the art.
Right. There
You
is
know,
no creativity.
it's almost like a painter or a sculptor.
Right.
You know, you just got to create what you want. You know, if it sells, it sells.
Exactly.
You know, and if you make it, somebody's gonna buy it.
Exactly.
You know,
I feel like everybody's copying each other and doing the
all
same
of this
thing.
shit is beginning to look the same. And when
Yep.
you go into Macy's and Bergdorf and Bernie's, and some of the floors look just like the other ones.
Exactly.
So it's nothing different.
Nothing original.
You know,
Right.
so that's what's missing.
Right.
And unfortunately, we begin to look like politicians.
Exactly.
You know, everybody
Boring.
got on a black suit and a white shirt. Either it's a black tie, a blue tie. Is it anything else?
That's it.
Okay, there's no plaids, there's no stripes, there's no
Nothing.
polka dots, there's no color. It's just boring.
Plain. Exactly.
You know, and can you imagine the world being like
No,
that?
not
Really?
at all. It's whack.
You know, really?
No.
You know, so at some point we got to step out and take risks and take chances and live your life.
Exactly.
You know, and don't give a fuck about nobody else.
Yep.
Just do you and live your life and be happy, because at the end of the day, when it's all over, said and done, nobody else is going to take that blow for you but you.
Exactly.
You know, so you got to live your life for
And
you.
how you feel fit,
And
right?
how you feel, you know, and don't worry about trying to please everybody else.
Exactly. And that's
you
what
know?
a lot of people get caught up in.
No,
They just wanna
I'm
fit
doing
in.
what I do. You ain't got to like it ain't for you.
Exactly.
You don't even have to look at me, bitch.
That's so
Okay?
true.
Look
that way.
Okay, I'm in my
That's
world.
right.
This
I
is
know that's right.
where I am. It ain't got nothing
You
to
don't
do
need to
with
be in
you.
my face.
And first of all, you ain't paid a dime for none of this shit that I got on.
Yes.
So you know, it's just about
Yes.
an opinion, and we have been formed so many opinion
Yes.
people that don't know nothing about what they're talking about.
It's
Now
so
that's the
true.
sad part.
That's so true.
And they have been put in positions that as though they are not an authority of what?
Right.
An opinion.
And who are you?
And what school did you go
Exactly.
to? Okay. It's almost like me going to a hairdresser telling to give me a colonoscopy.
Oh, shit.
You don't know shit about my colon.
You damn
Okay.
right about
Okay.
that.
So, but you got opinion.
Exactly.
Okay. If everybody stayed in their lane and if they allow people to do what they do,
Right.
it makes it simple.
It's true.
But we are just so opinionated, and the internet and the Twitter and Facebook has just opened up the gateways of hell.
It has.
For everybody being an authority on nothing but some bullshit.
Exactly.
Okay,
And judging everybody.
and judging everybody, and everybody's taking this as being the Holy Ghost.
Yeah.
You know,
It's
so
true.
let's just go back to the basics.
Yeah.
You know, if you want to be an authority of fashion, go to school.
Exactly.
There are institutions for that.
Yeah.
You want to be a brain surgeon,
Then
go to school
for that.
You know, you want to be a lawyer. What do I look like going to a courtroom?
Exactly.
Okay. What do I look like going to do my
You know what?
taxes?
Phaedra might have
and take
something to
this
teach you
shit
on
to
it.
IRS. You know, that's not what I do.
Exactly.
You know, if you just like being a toilet cleaner, just clean
do
the damn
that.
toilet.
And
Somebody got
that's
to
it.
do.
Exactly.
You know, so, and there's nothing wrong with it. That's the
Exactly.
sad part about it.
Just be what
so
you
just
are.
be who you are, what you are, and be happy.
Exactly. So tell me, I love that hat you had on at
It
the.
was fabulous.
You,
wasn't it?
hello.
Yeah, thank you so very much.
Who was that by?
P.R. Cardon.
Everybody was talking about that shit. That shit was
P.R.
hot.
Cardon. He did that hat
I love that hat.
10 years ago, or 15 years ago in Paris.
Wow.
And there was two. It was that one and a black one, and I got both of them off the runway.
Hot.
Okay?
Okay.
And they still hadn't gotten it. Still hadn't caught up. You see what I mean? You see what I mean? Some shit that look like they think this shit is
Exactly.
new.
It's
No,
not new, honey.
It's got
It's
to
been
be
there.
10 years, if not 10, 15 years ago.
Jesus. And it's still catching up.
Catch up. Okay, I just need you to catch up. That's all I
right.
need you to do.
Oh, my
Stay
goodness.
focused and catch up because, I mean, this is what I'm talking about.
Right.
You know, and
It's not.
you know, and I just fell in love with it. In fact, my brother brought him. You
Wow.
know, and he was like, you gotta have it.
That's what you got.
You know, it's certain
looks
things
so
that you
good.
see 15 years ago.
Nobody
Really?
would think that.
Of course. I mean,
Nobody would think that.
but see, you know, and until I don't really shop here like that because everything is the same.
Right. And a lot
Yeah.
of people find a lot of more pieces vintage. They go vintage shopping and they find some
You know,
original
I
pieces.
get my most inspiration from the classic movies,
Yep.
the black and white movies,
Yep.
Oscar Wilde's. That, I mean, in the 1800s, dressing like that, bathrobes to the floor, belts to the
They
floor.
don't know about that now.
Shearling collar, bathrobe.
Yes.
Really?
They don't
a
know
walking
about that.
stick and a hat and some gloves.
What?
Okay, pull your
That's
motherfucking
it.
pants up.
Exactly.
Okay,
Thank
put
you.
on a suit.
We need to start with
Okay,
that.
right. Do you own a
Yes,
tie?
exactly. Do you know how to tie
Oh,
a
do
tie?
you know how to tie a tie? What's a bow tie?
We
What's
need
a
to-
French
we need to
cufflink?
do a tutorial.
What's a Windsor? Okay, you dumb
We
motherfuckers
need a
around here don't know
tutorial.
nothing about
Exactly.
fashion. But you
Nothing.
know, I mean, it's just
It's
just
sad.
so sad to know where 1800s they had to make this shit by hand.
They
But it
sure
was
did.
correct.
Yeah.
We have all the technology that we have today
And can't do it.
can't thread a needle.
Exactly.
Can't put two stripes together to make a
Exactly.
match.
My grandmother was a
Okay,
seamstress
your
and
hem
said
is
the same
not
thing.
even in order.
Yeah, it's not.
But we have so much technology, and we have made it so simple and so easy till we don't know how to construct the basics. So what we need to do is to go back into the basics, not just in the fashion industry, but all across the board. You know, I look at celebrity makeup artists with their hand all over the client's face, putting your nasty bacteria hands on them. But you're a celebrity makeup artist, and they sit and let your ass do that shit because all y'all dumb and don't know no better. Okay? You know, go to school, get a degree, and know what you're doing, and versus saying, okay, I want to be a publicist. Okay, you don't know the first publication, you don't know the first person at CNN, but you're a celebrity publicist.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, you're a celebrity makeup artist. You're a celebrity hairdresser and never been to school. But you fucking up hair. That's why half of the models now don't have a hairline. Okay, they ain't never gonna have no hair. They're gonna be always gonna be bald head. You're gonna have to wear a wig because the celebrity stylist done broke all your hair and have killed the follicle. That follicle is not coming back. Okay, so go get some credentials about what you want to do, and know what you're doing.
Exactly.
You know, just don't be putting no 40 volume peroxide on somebody's hair that's dry as a bone. It's gonna do what?
Fall out.
It's too late, baby. Don't come to me talk about what happened. What had happened is you fucked up. Okay? You didn't do no research.
Exactly.
Okay, it's all about a style and a temporary style. And you have to realize a lot of these things you can't do to your real hair. You know, you got to do it to a wig. It's a temporary thing. You remember when everybody ran out and got the lace front wigs, looking like Beyonce? That was for a stage.
Exactly.
Okay, you don't shave your whole hairline off. Okay, with a razor and glued this shit on there with some concrete glue.
They don't know what they're doing. So what's
education?
So what's next for Dwight?
Well, it's so much. Right now, I'm working on the 100 Black Women Fashion Show, Legends of Fashion.
Okay.
It's going to be March the 8th in Atlanta, Georgia, at City Hall. It's with the mega chapter of the 100 Black Women. It's a fundraiser, and it's giving scholarships for young ladies that are underprivileged. And it's a 5-year program where we put them to school and give them grants and scholarships. The fundraiser is about the Legends of Fashions. We're honoring Alva Chan, Beverly Johnson, Pat Cleveland, B. Smith, Ernest Collins, and Fran Cooper.
Wow.
Do you know who Fran Cooper is?
No, who's that?
See what I mean? Fashion history.
You gotta learn.
See? Fashion history.
You gotta school us right now.
Do you know who B. Smith is?
Yes, I do know that.
Do you know who Gene Murphy is?
No.
Okay. Ernest Collins.
Yes.
Okay. Ernest, makeup artist, then he was a photographer, moved to Paris and have shot some of
the best pictures.
Every major publication, but he looked like you and I, out of Chicago. Fran Cooper has done, oh my God, every celebrity that you can think of. She was with Janet Jackson, and she was her makeup artist, and she's done so many movies and so many entertainers. So it's about telling the history and the contributions that we've made in the fashion industry and highlighting these people and sharing those people with the world so that we know. Until we understand and know our history, we can't understand and know where we're going until you know where you come from.
Exactly.
And it's just like Madam C.J. Walker. You know, you got to understand who was the first black millionaire, female, in the world. And it came from a pressing comb. And her granddaughters are still getting residual income off of a pressing comb.
Wow.
You know, and those are the things that we don't take care of the business end of the business to have residual income. Whether I get up or not, I'm getting a check.
That's right.
You know, so, we think we understand wealth, but we don't. You know, so it's about uplifting our people, telling the history, and I'm excited about it. We have 20 designers that we're showing in Atlanta. We have over 500 looks, and the pieces are just amazing. Just adding another 3 lines this week. Motorcycle sportswear.
We met them.
A motorcycle line.
They were at the small boutique. Yes.
Oh my God.
I love his line.
When did you see it?
Yes, gorgeous.
Up close.
I love it.
The workmanship it's almost like tatouage.
Yes.
You know, when it came to leather, the workmanship, the details, and the pleating, and the lines were correct. white. The fabrics was falling white. You know,
It's straight out the runway. You could tell.
it's like you got to come to Atlanta.
Yeah.
You know, we have got to do these things to let the world know who you are.
Exactly.
You know, and there was another Versailles collection, wedding gowns that was so stupid. And small boutique, there was another young lady.
You talking about Sarah?
Yeah, that closed the show.
Yes. With Bernadine.
Those wedding gowns.
Gorgeous. Yes.
Vera Wayne.
She better watch out.
Vera, darling, do some research.
She is
go
doing
check
her
yourself,
thing.
boo.
Yes.
Okay, just go check yourself.
Doing her thing.
Because the world, I mean, I've been talking about boats of fabrics for a skirt.
Yes.
You know I love that kind of thing.
I do.
You know, you got to have
that.
your good Judy,
We see
a Jew, and a good drag queen.
We see you in the
The
house.
three threes, the Judy, the Jew, and the drag queen.
So you did tell me you're going to be doing the other reality show.
Well, I'm working with Lisa Nicole with Married to Medicine, and doing a collection. She has 3 collections that she came out with. Lisa Nicole collection, Diamond collection, and the Signature collection, which was quite a bit. But it's done, and we shot that. So we shot here in New York, we shot in Atlanta. So it's going to be interesting to see how they edit it.
Well, when is it supposed to come out?
It starts in March.
Okay.
It starts in March. It's Married to Medicine, Lisa Nicole collections, and she's showing for that, and then we're going to come back. And this is kind of like a soft introduction to that for 2014, which she'll show in New York for Fashion Week, and then we're going to show in Paris September of 2014. So it's quite a bit we got going.
A lot going on.
And then we have the tour of the fashion competitions that we got going on. So it's going to be a busy and exciting year, working on some product lines.
I'm looking forward to seeing this.
Quite a bit.
I see you a busy man.
Quite a bit. And, you know, I came to New York for a day and ended up being here for two weeks with no luggage. You know, so.
You don't need it. You fabulous all
But, you
the
know,
time.
it's just that just being obedient and making these things happen and following God's footsteps and being obedient. And it all works out. I'm excited about it and looking forward to 2014.
So here's to 2014.
Well, you know, we're already in 2015, actually. You know,
You're planning it out.
This is just February, you know, so we're excited about it.
Okay. So how's the Housewives?
It is what you see. It is what you see. This is.
I do have to ask you one personal thing. What was your take on the whole Apollo situation that happened?
Well, you know, it was a situation that was a very unfortunate situation that got out of hand. And it didn't really show that. But again, you got to know that it's all about in the editing. They show you what they want you to see. And he went in to help the young man to break up the fight. The fight got crazy and he hit Apollo in the eye for real.
Wow.
And when, you know, he hit him in the eye, he kind of lost it and retaliated. And it just got out of control. But the whole thing was a very unfortunate situation. Violence is not good in no situation. And but those things happen. This is reality. This is life. So, you know, don't put yourself in those situations. But it happened.
Exactly. Well, tell our readers where they could find you and your line and everything that you're working on.
Well, you can find me at the Purple Door Salon at bellsouth.net, at 321 Edgewood. The phone number is 404-222-9553. Atlanta, Georgia. I'm here in New York, and I'm here in between Atlanta, New York, and Paris. So, hey, Google me.
It's right.
Okay.
Thank you so much for doing this interview with us. This is WMDSF Magazine signing out.